Hello everyone, I am Tessellating Hexagons, and here's a thing.
Spyro, Ripto's still alive, and he's locked us out of the castle. Even worse, he's stolen our new power crystal for the super portal.
Oh, so it is spelled as one word. Well, shut up, my subtitles are more canon than yours.
If you can collect enough orbs, you'll be able to get the power crystal back from Ripto, and we can send you to Dragon Shores.
So, as is surprising to exactly no people, after the previous boss, where we didn't fight Ripto, sure enough, isn't dead, and now the camera is just spinning for some reason. Gotta love the shenanigans with this PlayStation 3 controller. Give me a moment to fix this. Okay, that was a bit weird. Right, so, our priorities have changed now, because before we were collecting talismans, but as Elora told us, well, we've got all the talismans now. We have every talisman in Avalar. So, our focus has now shifted to getting as many orbs as we can, and honestly, at this point we do actually have every orb in the game that we can get. But that doesn't mean that we have every orb in the game full stop, because of course we've just now opened an entirely new homeworld. So, that is a thing that we are currently exploring and that I'm expositioning over. So, ice. Haven't seen this in a while. You can't jump on ice, just in case you forgot since we last saw it, but yep, I don't know why that is, and that's not resolved until the game that we don't talk about. Oh look, an empty portal that cannot possibly be opened by any means whatsoever. Hello there, Professor.
Well, it's some consolation that you've collected so many orbs. My high-tech portal here will take you to Cloud Temples.
So that's all well and good.
I'm so disappointed. My super portal was coming along marvelously.
Such plot. Cloud Temples, right. Originally called Mystic City. And there is actually a line of dialogue in that level that references that. Well, rather, it refers to the level as Mystic City. Which, I mean, honestly, either name makes sense to me. Obviously, I've grown up with it being called Cloud Temples. Also, I fucking hate it, and you'll find out why later. Also, Mystic Marsh. I think that used to have a different name as well. If not, then at the very least, the fact that it's called Mystic something implies, as you might correctly guess, that it is related to Mystic City or Cloud Temples. Moneybags, you fuck.
Spyro, it comes down to this. There's only one more thing I can teach you, and like all the best things, it doesn't come cheap.
But does it come easy? I've been burned too many times to love easily.
The head bash move is very simple, really. All you must do is jump, then press the triangle button.
The triangle button as opposed to the triangle button. Okay.
You'll find the head bash may help you out on some tasks that were impossible before. Remember, just jump, then triangle. Good luck.
I think I just found out why the controller was being weird before. I don't know what's happened, but the R2 button keeps sticking. Well, that's fun. Anyway, now we can destroy things, which we couldn't destroy before, which makes no sense, really, because, like, this boulder here, like, you charge it and it jiggles. So we hit it with our horns head first and it doesn't open. But then we hit it with our horns head first and it does break open. And I forgot that you just got an orb for doing that. That would explain why it's so large. And obviously there is no possible way of opening that door, so let's not even bother. But this homeworld is, I suppose, kind of the reason why I feel like Autumn Plains is so big. Because off the top of my head, I believe Autumn Plains has 8 levels, well, 8 main worlds and 2 speedways. Summer Forest has 6 and 1. And Winter Tundra has 4 main levels and 1 speedway level. And, like, geographically, I think it's the smallest homeworld as well. So to have the biggest followed by the smallest, you know, it doesn't... It certainly does make you feel some type of way. Now, logically, you'd probably only come down here now if it was your first time here or you weren't familiar with how Winter Tundra is laid out, because this cave, there is another way into it, and look, there's an orb up there that we can't get to, and Moneybags, you're here already. How very dare you. You can glitch your way up there, but just trust me, there's a better way of getting there, which we will see in a moment. But first, hello, friend.
One last Speedway adventure for you, Spyro? It's not that expensive, you know.
It doesn't matter, we can afford it anyway.
You've chosen wisely. I bet a quick dragon like you will win your money back in no time.
Perhaps so, but of course it's the last speedway in the game. Canyon Speedway. I don't remember it being super forgiving, but we'll get to that in due course. But for now, let's just keep exploring Winter Tundra. As it stands, in this episode, I want to go back and use the head bash in other levels. I keep thinking, oh no, I've heard other people pronounce it head bash, and a lot of other people on the internet are either American or, in one case, Australian, so clearly it must be pronounced head bash. Like, no, it's not head bash. And there's the super portal we've heard so much about. This is that place in those cutscenes and stuff, and we have more portals. For a moment there, I thought I'd used the wrong word because portal is a franchise what exists. So, this portal here. Robotica Farms, originally known as Metropolis Acres. Once again, an entire change of name for a level for some arbitrary reason, but it is actually connected to the level that we'll find in here, which is also not open yet. Professor, can you help?
I can see you've learned the value of orbs, Spyro. This touchy gate should work perfectly with the help of your impressive orb collection.
I really did mean to check how many orbs you actually need to open these ones, because I never actually took the time to check, but I will do in editing.
We're counting on you, Spyro, and I'm doing my best to get that super portal working again. I promise.
You see, once you go into a portal, once you leave this area and come back, I should say, the professor will disappear and moneybags will disappear from the various places where they're currently located, because they have no further need to be there. So I actually never bothered listening to that dialogue as a child. I'd just pay the man and then let it be over with. But yeah, Metropolis over there, twinned with Robotica Farms, and Metropolis was originally called Metropolis Spires. So yeah, that's it. Those are the only 4 levels in Winter Tundra, or 5 if you count Canyon Speedway, and they're both pairs, which I didn't realise going into this Let's Play that every level was paired up with the exception of Glimmer and Hurricos, who are, by default, paired because they're not paired with anywhere else. Everywhere else has a partner level. That's kind of bananas. What are the requirements for Ripto's Arena then?
Alright, Spyro, you've got the orbs. Defeat of Ripto is only moments away, right? Right? Well, anyway, good luck. He's right through this door.
Defeat of Ripto. I mean, it's not grammatically wrong, it's just weird. Also, I didn't realise you couldn't complete this homeworld without opening this door. I don't want to go all the way in. I just want to grab those gems and then be on my way out. Because, so it turns out, and I'd completely forgotten about this, but yeah, if you do every level perfectly up to this point, and that doesn't necessarily mean 100%, that just means do them to the best of your abilities, like, you do everything you can do without the head bash, then yes, you can just completely skip the final homeworld. I'd forgotten about that. I am rather tickled. So anyway, this is a ridiculously high whirlwind. It means you can just skip that staircase, or you can go over to this waterfall, which seems like a really random thing to do, but trust me. Just trust me, okay? Just be trustful of the me. Because if we go through here and then back up the other side, that was a bit of a confusing way of going, I suppose. I could have cameraed that a bit better, but whatever. This is how we get to this orb just above Canyon Speedway, so whoosh. Anyway, I am actually going to go and meet you back in a couple of other levels that sort of need our attention. I did mean to say earlier, if I didn't, I intend to go back and tie up some loose ends in other worlds before we move ahead in the Winter Tundra world, so I will see you shortly. Okay, I know what you may or may not be thinking. But Taz, why are we back at Idle Springs? You cleared this level out, and you'd be right. First of all, I wanted to just say, in between coming here, I did actually manage to pop the R2 button back into place, so that's no longer an issue. I do believe there is a skill point that I never actually got as a child for landing on one of the idols in this area. I don't know which one, I'm just going on a list that I saw online, because I wanted to double check that I'd got every skill point available to me so far, and there is one here that I'm missing that involves landing on one of the idols, and I didn't bother checking which one. I'm just assuming it's that one all the way over there because it seems out of the way and somewhat difficult to get to. And that's the only reason why we're here, so pardon me while I attempt that. Oh, not even close. Yep, sure enough, that's just a random skill point. I recommend charge jumping just to get a little bit of extra speed on your glide. Anyway, I will see you in the place that we actually need to go to make some actual progress in this episode. How about that? Alright, you join me here once again in Fracture Hills. First of all, I just want to show off that you can, in fact, head bash to open the safe tiers. If you do choose to come back here and replay this mission, even though you need to do this before you get the head bash in order to get to the place where the head bash is given, but you know, I just like blowing up the temple, because it's... ugh. Anyway, you've seen this before. Now, there are 2 reasons, well, actually 3 reasons why we're here. First of all, I have taken the liberty of clearing out every enemy that we can kill up to this point, just because, hey, I kind of need the speed track thing to be free. Now, we do have 2 orbs to get, but first, one thing that I actually didn't even know about, but was, well, I would say reminded me, but no. I found out, when I was doing some research before this episode, that there is in fact a skill point for running this course 3 times. I believe it may be 3 times without stopping, otherwise that would be a bit of a dick boob, but, you know, I'm already halfway there, you know, lemon and a pear, lizard in a chair, wizard in your hair. So, as long as you have a steady enough hand, it's not that difficult, he says, nearly falling off the course. Well, if it's do it 3 times in your lifetime, then... ah, boob. Yay, I did it. That did take more attempts than I'm willing to admit, but hey, it is run it 3 times consecutively, not 3 times in the course of your lifetime, as I was trying to be about to say. Anyway, Hunter, you off-color fuck, what's up?
Just stand still, he says. I'll turn your boots to gold, he says. Oh, hi, Spyro. You're a sight for sore eyes. I'd appreciate it mightily if you could locate that alchemist. He owes me a favor.
I hate this mission so much. It would help if you could just head bash the concrete open, but nope. As I said, it's a bloody escort mission, and the Earthshapers, these particular ones, if you boop them out of the way, they will walk back into the way, so you can't do anything to prepare for this. So hello there, friend.
I've been experimenting with this potion. I'd like to test it out, but the Earthshapers out there have made going out a bit difficult. Could you kindly offer me an escort?
I know I'm not going to be able to talk over this, so post-commentary, go.
Great! Just keep those Earthshapers away from me, and I'll take this potion to Hunter.
Okay, I'm not entirely sure what possessed me to nominate myself to post-commentate this section, because, I would have quite happily just sped it up and played music or something that's easier than, oh my goodness, whipping out the microphone and recording for another undisclosed amount of time. Although I was, I admit, very convinced that I would try this once, fail, and then spend the rest of the year trying to succeed. Don't worry, we have that still to come in Kirby's Epic Yarn, which is running alongside this series, but this, I thought it would take me so many more attempts to do successfully than it did. As you're about to see, I mean, yes, the Alchemist keeps getting in the way and taking a really stupid route, walking right into the Earthshapers, but hey, 1 attempt, 1 and done, and we're here. I don't know how that works, but back to you, me in the present, or past, I guess. First try? What is this bullshit? Wow, okay.
Man, do my feet feel better. Would you look after this for me?
I remember that being so much harder than it was. Also, I'm just going to appreciate this animation playing from completely the wrong angle, because why the fuck not? But wow, okay.
As long as you're here, would you like to help me take out these stubborn Earthshapers?
Yes, it is very cathartic.
All right. When I shoot an Earthshaper with an arrow, you head bash him before he gets back up. Remember, head bash by jumping and then press triangle. We have to get all of them at once, or they'll just invite more of their friends. Let's go!
I don't remember that part of it, but, it must really suck to do that escort mission, and then get back here only to find, oh, sorry, you can't do this. You don't have the power. The power of voodoo. Anyway, I can't believe I did that on my first try, because I remember that mission being absolute dicks, although, admittedly, it doesn't help that the Alchemist literally goes out of his way. Hunter, get out of the way, by the way. Hunter, you literally got in my way. That's why that happened. You've got no one to blame but yourself there, Mr. McFriendo.
As long as you're here.
Oh, and they don't even have new voice lines. Well, okay. But I don't remember this being quite so picky, but Hunter, just like with the crystal popcorn, you got in my way. You've got no one to blame but yourself. And apparently you could just head bash near them and that's good enough. But yeah, it doesn't help that the Alchemist goes out of his way to take a tour to get as close to the Earth Shapers as possible. Just to be a nuisance fuck bundle. Like, oh, take the short way there? Hunter, where the fuck have you gone? How was I supposed to see where you went? I was right next to the obvious next one to shoot, and you just fucked off on your own. Wow, A+ teamwork and communication shit there, Mr. Off-Color Man Guy Pants. I'm going to speed this up as well. See, you've had your post-commentary, now we'll just have plain old speed up, I think. I was in the middle of the head bash animation! Excuse you! Okay, did we get it this time? Wow!
We make a great team. Here, I was going to give this to the Alchemist, but I'm a bit annoyed at him at the moment.
Wow, I can't imagine how that could possibly feel. Great team, bullshit! Tell me where you're going to fire, you fool! Anyway, I've been recording for half an hour, but there's still more to do, so see you at the next place. Proof of concept, you can head bash these bushes as well, just to get the berry down. Anyway, as that totally gave away, here we are in Shady Oasis, getting the last fuck of gems. There we go. Back up to a nice round number. Not that we weren't before, it's just 80 is less round than 100. Anyway, we can finally do this mission.
My 8 brothers have been trapped in rock, and will sink in the lava if you can't break them free. Head bash the rocks by jumping, then pressing triangle, and follow my lead.
So that is lava then. And also, why do they keep having to remind us how to head bash?
Follow me, and remember, jump, and then press triangle to head bash.
See, why? Why do you keep doing that, Grundy and others? Grundy and friend. Once again, it would make more sense if you could just charge these, but no, it's just head bash for some unknown reason. Also, there are only 8, and... Excuse you. Doesn't help that the head bash animation takes a while. Hunter.
I have a big family, but you've managed to save all of them. Take this thing, too. I'm too tired to carry it anymore.
See, what was the point of all that build-up for what ends up being a 10-second minigame? Well, not 10 seconds, not really a minigame, but you know. In any case, we have 50 orbs. Now, I have been recording for 35 minutes, so by all rights, I should end the episode here. Truth is, there's probably enough time for me to do Canyon Speedway, but I don't want to, because I've had to put up with enough nonsense this episode as it is. So, I have been able to continue to be Tessellating Hexagons. For some reason I wanted to sign out as Steven Universe for some reason, like not even put on a voice, but just claim to be him. But, no. And, yeah, I will see you in the next episode where we make a start, both profoundly and in earnest, with the worlds of Winter Tundra. And, see you then for that. Goodbye.